Good morning, folks. Kicking off with news of a launch delay for the Vega VV02. Bad weather stalling the orbit of 3 new satellites. Had some 5 magnitude quakes yesterday, but the only above average tremor was a 4.2 in Idaho, to complement lower rumbling in Yellowstone. Palisades nuclear facility goes offline as a water leak is repaired. They say there is no contamination, and I wish that was the case in Austria. Transport for I-9131 was found to be highly contaminated, including the 2 Romanian occupants who had been storing their food and water in a refrigeration unit next to the isotopes. I wanted to review this, as it's been about 3 months since I specified weather watch zones, and for some places on Earth, your weather doesn't change for weeks, and you don't need anyone telling you what's coming. In the description box of this video are all the tools you need if you do want to go check, but in the interest of everyone, the focus will be on the variable extreme weather that shifts around rather than doing a daily or seasonal pattern. A good example of this is what's been happening on the coast of the Bay of Bengal. Always got thunderstorm watches this time of year, but not hail that kills people, floods out thousands of acres in an hour and brings down hundreds of homes. Top watch tonight is the border of Myanmar and India. Southwest Pacific, notice the low leaving Northland while the Queensland coast takes some precipitation with a bunch more west of Perth. Next line of storms encroaching Europe from the west and the north, but this Mediterranean cell is chewing her way through south central Europe and may get significantly north tonight. Pressure in the Pacific, funneling moisture to Alaska and the Yukon and will crest further down to BC by midweek. Most know we are on the verge of record river flooding in the Midwest, but for 3 straight days my flood focus is in the southeast. This low-pressure cell really got its act together and is putting a solid counterclockwise drive to the wind as it converges cold, dry northern air with warm moisture from the Gulf and Atlantic. When the low slams them together, we have to equalize quickly, and everyone beneath those clouds knows that polar opposites just collided above them. We have excessive rainfall warnings shifting northward today. Shifting to space weather, where our solar wind metrics appear jacked. Density up and over an order of magnitude with speed pushing 600 kilometers per second and a rise in plasma temperature. This is the coronal hole stream discussed for a few days, combining with that tiny CME. Magnetics are holding at the outset with only minor inductions produced, and the shield is not allowing any plasma penetration at the moment. I expect all those things to change. Let's give the sun some credit for pumping out yet another M flare yesterday, some big C's as well. We don't want the mega flare, but we'll take an M a day during the solar maximum if she'll give it. The region is in strong decay this morning, about half as developed as it was yesterday, but holding on to the magnetic mixing for now. The M flare produced no CME and actually was barely visible. Down south active regions, still big, still morphing, and still too shy to say a word. Watch as they shift around in a mix of 16 and 1700 angstroms. Southeastern limb has some magnetic mixing of its own as well. Yesterday we said the umbral field was closing, and indeed it did. I gotta say, this has been the hardest umbral opening to predict in the entire first 5 months of 2013. We got Mars and Mercury headed in to conjoin geocentrically on the Soho-Lasco C3 frame, so close to the Sun that the satellite is your only real chance to see it. Folks, if you did not see the official trailer for the upcoming release, we put it out yesterday. I want to thank everyone for the great supportive comments so far, and if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Release date is May 18th, right here on YouTube. I'll leave you as I always do. Shots of our star to close, eyes open. No fear, it's 6:45 a.m. Eastern Time, and that's the news. Be safe, everyone.